We develop new concepts, new customer experiences, and everything we do is about future readiness, future-proofing our clients' customer experience. We've worked on a range of projects from retailers to food and beverage operators, shopping centres and urban regeneration projects. We do a lot of work in airports. So we work with Nestlé as an FMCG brand, Diageo. We've worked with Pinkfish and Montreux Jazz Cafe in F&B and retail. We work with department stores, many independent retailers. The biggest change in retail over the last decade or so has obviously been the introduction of online shopping. But I think the biggest change for retailers is the challenge of how they integrate online and offline, where it becomes seamless. That's the first thing. The second thing is, the biggest challenge is, how does a retailer begin to go beyond the product to create experiences and stories around what it believes, not just what it sells, and how it creates a community of people that want to not just buy from them, but want to join them as a community, as a brand community. I think to create an authentic spirit of place in a store is about going back to the truism of the brand, to be authentic to your brand, to develop a point of view about the world that your customer lives in, how your brand, what part your brand plays in that world, and to tell those stories in an authentic manner. I think if all you focus on in a retail store is transactional relationships, buying and selling things to customers, you will never have an authentic spirit of place, and you will be in danger of being disrupted. There's a lot of innovations on the shop floor. I really like what Foot Locker are doing with an audio tour of the store as part of their app. I really like what Aldo are doing by bringing social media, infusing the social media into the store, onto the shelf. Showfields in the US, in New York, are creating theatrical experiences and bringing online pure play brands into a physical environment and creating a really programmable retail experience, which I think represents the future of department stores. So there's many innovations. I think Made.com are really interesting, where they're co-creating, they're crowdsourcing designs for their furniture from their customers and showcasing them in the store. A brand called Rafa, which started online, it's a bicycle brand for cycling fanatics and fans, but it has a great online presence. Its stores are more like community centres. They show Tour de France. You can have coffee, you can have lectures and talks from inspirational people. It's a gathering place. And the transaction, yes, happens in store, but most of the transaction is online. Fulfillment is through delivery. There is some retail, transactional retail in store, but it feels like a store, like a brand that really has a spirit of place, a real sense of belonging. It's a real join brand, as we call it. I think augmented reality, with the fusing, the blurring of the physical and the digital realm, that's the first thing. I think what we call ambient retail, image recognition. People will be able to, with 5G, be able to take a photograph of a product, immediately buy it through the image, through an app. I think that's happening more and more. You'll see that in store, I think, happening. So yeah, lots of interesting sort of future ideas. I think also we'll see brands, more and more brands go direct to consumer, and shops becoming more based around events and community. So they're the big innovations.